Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor, and today we're doing another episode in our legendary Skaven campaign for Total War Warhammer 2. Let's go ahead and get back in here. Now, I did some research. On the other factions, and I discovered some things that I had not realized before. So, number one, the other Skaven faction, Lord Skrull, is not glitched. Okay, I was just so tired of trying to get out content on day one, cranking out, that I hadn't even noticed that it wasn't giving me the appropriate discounts on Queek either. And the reason for that is they added in some additional penalties to Legendary from the first game. So just for a recap, if you don't remember the first game, I think I mentioned a lot of these earlier, but on Legendary, you cannot manual save. Okay, so I've mentioned this before. See, there's no save button. You cannot manually save. So that means if you screw up, if you lose a major fight, or you don't watch out for your capital city and they come in and just burn it, you have to figure out a way to deal with that. You can't just say, oops, I goofed up. Let me just go back to an old save. Can't do that on Legendary. Okay, so you have to live with what happens. There are no takesies backsies, okay? And that's the biggest thing on Legendary, is that you cannot just trial and error, just save and load your way through a campaign. All right? Another thing, and you don't see me do this in the battle because I can't, and because I probably wouldn't anyways, is on other difficulties, you can pause it and then issue your orders and then unpause it, and your units will go do those orders. So that means that you don't have to worry about micromanagement if you don't want to. In a battle, you can just take your time, take a sip of coffee, think for a little bit, click, have your unit go over there, say, oh, they're really hurt, let me back them out, okay, and just issue these orders while it's paused, not in real time, okay. It's not saying that's bad for a lot of people, but saying that definitely makes it a lot harder on Legendary. Trying to think. So you can't pause, you can't see the balance of power. So if you watch other replays or other YouTubers out there who aren't doing Legendary, you can see that at the top of the screen there will be this little yellow and red bar, which will tell you just how favorable the battle is for you and how favorable it is for somebody else. I don't think it makes a huge deal not being able to see that, but I guess it could inform your decisions if you're thinking about whether you still need to try to play defensively or not. So those are differences. Another thing that I have mentioned is you get -8 public order, which is a really big deal. That's difficult to deal with in a lot of cities. For most factions, you get modifiers in a fight, so it's not showing them here, and these are hidden modifiers. A lot of times, does it show it here? It's not going to show it. You'll see it in the battle, though. I can point it out, where you always get -5 leadership, and they always get +10 leadership. But it doesn't stop there. There are people out there that I've mentioned before who think that's all they get is +10 extra leadership. They get way more than that, and they've talked about this in a post, and I can go fish it up if anyone wants in the comments, but, and I don't know, they haven't ever given a good reason why. They said they just didn't want to be clunky, with the cards, or just, I don't know why they don't just tell you what difficulties do. I know they get extra accuracy on their missile weapons, they fire faster, just all of their units fatigue a lot less. I'm not going to explain exactly what fatigue does. Well, I can really quickly. Basically, fatigue, when your units are tired, then they're going to have less melee attack, they're going to have less melee defense. They obviously move slower, you can see that visually, but they do have less melee attack, less melee defense, and I believe they have less leadership as well. I'm not 100% about the leadership, but I believe that fatigue hurts leadership as well. Not a lot, but a little bit. And so that matters. And then something I didn't mention before is terrain matters. If you're fighting uphill, then you get fatigued a lot faster, and I believe you have less melee attack as well. So you get extra stat bonuses, and you fatigue, or you get stat bonuses and you fatigue less quickly if you're fighting downhill, which indirectly gives you stat bonuses because you don't get all those debuffs I just mentioned. So they get -8. They get all these bonuses, the +5 leadership for you, -5 leadership for you, +10 leadership for them. They get all of that. They get a ton of extra money. As you've seen, they're fielding this. Okay, so this army right here, I calculated it up for the Lizard Men. Each Sars Warrior is about 187 gold. I didn't calculate it all the way up, but just like each one of these, think of them as a Rat Ogre or a Plague Monk, because that's about what their true value is. This is the toughest level 1 melee unit in the game, by far, that I could find. And it's because their weapon strength is 57 at level 1. That's insane. I mean, a Plague Monk's weapon strength, even after all the bonuses, even if they're fighting like infantry, is like 40. So in many ways, and these have heavy armor too. So, you know, it might look like, oh wow, we have them severely outnumbered. We do not. We do not. Because each one of these clan spears is worth about 100 gold pre-penalty. Maybe a little bit like 110 gold before the penalty, which I'll talk about here in a second. But yeah, so that's why this is a super expensive army. So that's why almost literally these are worth, you know, about as much as 2 of my armies. This is about equal to a 40 stack of Skaven. If we just like ran our units at each other and just let them fight it out. Not if they didn't have legendary stats. Now with all the legendary stats, it's even worse. Okay, so this is a very, very serious army. And now I've figured out on top of those legendary bonuses, so they get all kinds of extra money, they get all these extra combat stats, you get all these debuffs everywhere in terms of public order, your own personal stats, and now they debuff your money as well. They didn't used to do that in the past. I talked about how each army is 15% extra now, which is insane. In the base game, it's 5%, and on lower difficulties, I looked at it on normal, it's 1%. Or like 2% for an extra army, something really low like that. They debuffed your overall cost by 20%. So that means that every unit that you have upkeep-wise costs 20%, and it costs 20% more to buy. Which is insane. So now you're facing 15% extra upkeep per army, plus an additional 20% just base across the board increase on everything. So that's why it feels like I'm broke with like 2 armies. And if you watch other YouTubers who aren't playing it on Legendary, you might be like, well, what the heck, Strategy Professor? Like, why are you so broke this early in the game? Or if you're playing it, you're like, why are you so broke this early in the game? Because I have a good penalty. And if you play it on normal, not only do you not get that debuff, you actually get a minus 20% to costs. So it's a 40% cost swing from normal to legendary. So they have made legendary a lot harder. And I would not be surprised. Yeah, we're maxing out the credit card here again. We got it. This is a serious fight. Okay, so let's go ahead and get in here. We're obviously going to fight it. I'm not giving up this town. And this in many ways might be tougher than the other army, because these Sars warriors are going to take a lot longer, I think, to take down than the Croq-gars. They have double the health. Okay, let's fight it. But anyways, yeah, so I would not be surprised if they get extra ritual currency. They have to get ahead in the race. I don't know what these numbers are. I wish they would release them. They probably won't. But yeah, so they get a ton of bonuses, which I'm excited to see that. I want an even tougher campaign. So this is like legit going to be pretty dang hard with all of these penalties. And some people call these cheats. I call them making it harder. You know? That's what I signed up for. I didn't sign up for an easy campaign. If I wanted an easy campaign, I would have, you know, pressed easy or normal or whatever. Actually, that's not Queek. Okay, we're going to come in over here. We'll see if we can get them, like, open field. We might be able to use those warp throwers this time if I don't screw them up. They don't have any large units whatsoever, I don't think. So these aren't even going to matter this time. So we don't just want to start off like way up here. See if we can get this hill bonus if they want to come at us. If they don't, we can just wait at least a little bit. So that will make microing a little bit easier.
Be sure to use the maps available to assist.
Oh, I figured out how to turn this guy off on the campaign map too, so I can finally shut him up. Sorry, if you don't like listening to him, I forgot where to turn that off, and I figured it out. So yeah, so that was just exciting for me to look at. I was like, man, this feels a lot harder. It's because it is. It's because it is from the base game. It's a lot harder, which is good. Like I said, I like it. Try to break these up into a couple of different Are they actually coming at me? Skirmishers are. Okay, it's smart of them. And some, you know, I've heard people say, "Oh, but the AI is stupid. They run near you and they get like killed." It's like, yeah, sometimes they make mistakes. Okay, so do I. And they're not going to be smarter than me. Okay, otherwise, there's no way I could possibly win this with them getting all those bonuses. All right, so that's why they get the bonuses, is in case I outsmart them a few times, which is gonna happen. Oh, I don't get these extra rat ogres until some units die. I forgot about that, because you can only field a maximum of 40 at a time. Ooh. That sucks. So we're going to get some reinforcements here in a little bit, but that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad for us. It's because I only get 2 of my rat ogres. Because you can't have more than 40 cards. Okay, I do get 9 per battle with this. That's just a... whatever, I'll just put them in here. That's definitely a typo. Okay, so... what are they doing? They're just trying to figure out... oh, they're just scouting me. Oh, are they legit going to come up here at me? They almost always wait on me to come to them. I guess they're just like, oh, we just heard him talking. Wow, we can go smash him before he gets all of his rat ogres. That sounds cool. Or are they just going to come here and look at me? I think he's just going to sit here and look at me. I don't think he's going to fight me up this hill. Oh, yeah, they are. They're gathering. Okay. So they aren't waiting. Oh, it's because I will win if the time runs out, because they're sieging my city. Even though, obviously, it doesn't really look like a city. Who's their lord? We need to go tag team their lord. There he is. It's a lot easier to see on this one, too, because there's not as much forest action going on. Get a warp fire shot in there. We can wrap with this. Not get a good shot. Okay, whatever. Get over there. Alright, see if we can break this flank here. Where's their lord? Okay, here he is. Let's go ahead and send the boys over here. We can just roast this really quick while we reposition. Wrap around. Boys, get out of the way. Walk up right into their back, like just literally right on top of them. Actually, that's fine. Just run at them, keep them busy. Cycle these charges. It should be about everybody, right? Mass route. Run them all down, run them all down, run them all down. Wipe them out, lads. Well, I didn't even have to bring in the other rat ogres or use 6 of these mints below. It was a lot easier because I had much higher visibility and I was fighting downhill. I was able to get those flanks around and just tear them open with these rat ogres. Man, I kind of wish I had some cav to really, like, run these guys down. Bros, get down here and kill these things. I'm not going to be able to run them down. I really wish I had, like, some wolves or something. There's one nice thing about the Norska campaign that I did was you can always run them down with those ice wolves at the end of a fight. There are no survivors. Oh, and you can't change battle difficulty either. That's something that I always forget is the thing you can do at lower difficulties. Someone warned me in the comments like a couple of days ago, like, be careful that you have it set to legendary, you know, battle difficulty, which tops out at very hard battle difficulty. So on very hard, I think they have the same battle modifiers as legendary. I'm pretty sure they do. You can't go any higher than very hard battle. The AI might behave a little differently, I don't know. But in terms of, like, they get the plus 10 leadership, and you get the plus 5, and they get all the melee attack, accuracy, fire speed, vigor, loss reduction, all that stuff. I think that's the same. It's the campaign stuff that's different. It's particularly the extra minus to leadership. I'm pretty sure they're more hostile to you in general, in both diplomacy and just like their priority to get you on the map. Might as well use this since we have it. So it's kind of a waste of food. I didn't want to underestimate them. Like I said, I haven't played this campaign a lot, so I didn't want to, you know, think, oh, this is going to be a breeze. Let me just not use any food here. It's better to just go ahead and use 15 food, because I have so much anyways. I was already going to be over the limit. Victory, dude. That was a slaughter. Yeah, I mean, it's like, they kept saying this in the CA stream. They're like, oh my gosh, they have so many thousands of units because they're trash. The Skaven do have the worst stat-wise units in the game, or they're pretty close. Like, individually, but they have the most tactical diversity, I'm pretty sure, of any of the other factions I looked at. Dark Elves had some pretty interesting tactical diversity, too. I'd say ranked in terms of coolest factions, I think that Skaven are definitely my favorite, and I think that High Elves are my least favorite. I will play them all, and they're going to add extra stuff to them, I'm sure. Now, I haven't played the campaign, so I don't know how they feel, but just looking at their units and like what I would be excited to play, it just looked like cool to work with tactically. It's probably Skaven, and then maybe it's close. I really like the Wizardmen and Dark Elves as well. I like both of them. And then the High Elves are kind of, you know, they're all right. I would like it, but they're just not as exciting as the other ones. Yeah, definitely don't need the food. Give me that money.
I grow stronger.
Alright, so we're going to go crush them out and maybe go kill the rest of the Skaven here. We'll see. Don't come for me, bro. Don't tase me, bro. I think that was around before memes were even a thing. Oh God, he's rolling right at me. Does this guy want a piece of the champ? Looks like he does. Okay.
An ambush, my lord. Ready your warriors for battle.
Ooh. Oh, I don't get reinforcements? What? Wait, for real? You don't get reinforcements from a town on an ambush? Oh my God, I didn't realize that. Well, I might just be about ready to lose this guy then. He doesn't have any rat ogres. I don't think everything dies in an ambush, though. I don't think. Because I'm not in march stance. Well, we're using a lot of food, then. Okay, well, that's something to keep in mind. That's a rookie mistake there. Wow. I forgot that cuts you off, so it's basically lightning strike. They almost always get like a probability to get a lightning strike. It's even worse than a lightning strike. Huh. So you're just never safe around Skaven, even if you're near a town, because they can reinforce. So yeah, that's even nastier than a lightning strike, because in lightning strike, no one can reinforce you.
Group your units for best effect, Commander. Formations may be useful when...
Actually, wait, their reinforcements are coming in over here, so we might as well try to fight them before their reinforcements get here. I do not want to fight them up a hill, though. I gotta use these as fast as I can. I forgot to take this down. Is it you? It's not you. Damn it, how do I... Is it control you? I think it's just a button. Oops, no. I'm trying to press all these buttons. I know I is for that. Jesus, what did I... Oh, it's still fighting. No, get off that, get off that. Get that text box out of there. Okay, I don't know, whatever. Have to figure it out later. Oh, toggle army panel. Okay, so there's a button for it, but I don't know if there's a... I want to make sure my dude doesn't get that hurt. Go, 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 what? Get in here. Okay, so I only get 3 with my normal army. Oh, it's 3 per army, so because the garrison counted as an army and I had a reinforcing army, that's why I got 9 uses. Okay, so it's 3 per army. Okay, yeah, so he's about to run. They're going to rally, though, so I just need to kill as many as I can. Also, my summoned clan rats are about to fall out, though. Go ahead and chase him. See if you can run him off the map. Just give a dedicated group to him. Yeah, go ahead and chase these guys, too. We'll send 1 unit just to keep chasing. Hopefully they don't come back. I guess I can always turn it. I don't need to... Okay, so they're coming at me over here. Let's collapse in here and kill these. As long as we can. So, face them. I'm just constantly trying to wrap them with Horde. That's what you have to do with Horde armies. You just go for the wrap. Oh, a little magic, eh? Get your rap on. It's all about who raps better. A lot of these. Now they're coming out at me so that I can't wrap them as easily. You see them running off the line here to try to stop me from wrapping them. Because that kills their morale. Crap, see they're wrapping me now. So it's like units trying to wrap other units. So I'm wrapping them, and now they're trying to wrap me. It's all about who has the better wrap. Right here, they've got a place that's not wrapped. Come on, baby. Alright, broke him over here. Need to get in here, wrap that. Okay, so they're wrapped. Keep going. Get around to the back of them. Okay, there we go. They're wrapped. Okay, so that... because that hurts their morale really badly, and they can't defend as easily, obviously, if they're getting hit in the back. And you just get a greater surface area of units able to hit. Because it's all well and good to have these, like, 160 stack units, but if most of them aren't attacking because they're too clumped up, then it's not really helping you out very much. I mean, they're gonna come back in. Alright, let's get them back in. I'm deliberately trying to chase some of them so they don't rally back. But I don't want to chase everybody. Actually, let's just whatever. If they want to come back here, that's fine. If they want to rally back, I'm just going to not break my units up, though, so that I have this overwhelming number of Skaven. Okay, he's out of there. Okay, so I'm going to have to bring my lord in here to try to deal with... try to deal with their lord. I didn't want to, like, risk my lord getting hurt, but I need to for the morale and everything. And a lot of my units are getting really injured, as you can see. They need to make sure he's out of there by the time this other unit gets over here. And it's just a grace here, I'm pretty sure, so... Come ambush me again, bros. Come at me. Man, I'm really glad I have that plus 10 leadership from having so much food. I probably would have lost this without that, honestly. Especially on Legendary, where I get the -5. Yep, Clan Rat. Clan Rat upgrades, I'm telling you. You gotta get them early on. I don't even know if it's possible in Legendary to do it without the Clan Rat upgrades. Can we kill this Grace here? I want his head. Actually, you know, I don't want to kill him. Because then they're just going to replace him with something else, and it might actually be a Warlord next. I don't want to deal with that. Because if you let them go, they have like the same sort of loss. Like they don't have full health. That's what I'm trying to say. Whereas if you kill them, they get a free extra Lord. Okay, so Meetable, I'm pretty sure that's their Legendary Lord for their faction. I tried to make sure this guy wasn't in combat as much as possible because I wasn't 100% sure that I was going to win that. And I didn't want him to die in combat. I just wanted him to run off the map so I could run away. And hopefully they wouldn't chase me. Or wouldn't be able to chase me as far as they could have. Such a low amount of gold. And having that +4 leadership bonus is pretty huge too. We got any more challengers? Actually, I don't want to taunt him because I do not want this other lizardman faction to come crush me while I'm dealing with these guys.
Natural resources are abundant in this place, my lord. Capture it, and its riches will be yours.
Yeah, no crap. I see the little gold sign. Okay, I figured out a way to shut him off. Options. It's not under controls. Where was it? I saw it. Game settings. There we go. Minimal. Advice. And see, this is what someone else was talking about earlier when they talk about campaign settings. On Legendary, you do not have a choice. All battle difficulty is as hard as it gets. I don't know why they don't have a Legendary battle difficulty, but it's the same battle stats as very hard. It's just the campaign's different. A lot different. So yeah, that's the you can't change it. And on other difficulties, you can change in the middle of a game. So you can get halfway through a campaign and then say, I wanted it on normal difficulty at the beginning because it's hard. But then once I got established, I wanted more challenge. So I increased it to, you know, hard difficulty or very hard. You can do that. You can't do that on Legendary. The entire campaign has to be Legendary. You can't save it. You can't go back. You know, it just auto saves every time you complete a battle or every time you complete a turn. Then it's going to auto-save it. Oof. Okay, so let's consolidate everything. Yeah, we got to go for the kill. I mean, they did replenish a decent chunk there. Now, they might be coming for me. Now, if I were to get, like, a defensive building in Yaltech, what would that even do? Catapult, spears, gutter runners, poison wind, globadiers, and I get warp bomb. So that's alright. I already have high walls, though. I think it'll be fine without it. Now, this right here, on the other hand, is a problem if they come at Dawn's Light. It's going to be a big problem. I mean, we can probably recover, but... Okay. Double pack leader. Or Definitely a little bit stronger.
8 peaks is mine.
Keeps saying 8 peaks. But he didn't start on the other continent. I guess they just wanted him in here instead of Thankwall. The reason they probably didn't do Thankwall is because they wanted a combat lord and a caster lord. I think that's what they've done with every faction. Yeah, every faction has a combat and a caster lord, so they're trying to balance it out like that. Alright, we're 1 point away from Whip Smart. Where's Warpstone Weapon? Magical attacks. Does he already have magical attacks? I can't remember. Yeah, I already have magical attacks. That's not even worth it. Until later on, maybe I get it, but... Extra 12 armor piercing damage. That's not a lot percentage-wise when I'm already doing 470. If it was 12%, then we could talk, but... Yeah, we're just going over here. And if I ever want more armies, I have to get Quartermaster plus Renowned and Feared. There's just no other way around it on Legendary, so I don't have the luxury of going for trophy heads or anything like that. Like, this is fun to go through here and make him, like, the best duelist you could possibly make him. But you have to have this, because you have to have money. And you have to have this, because you have to, like, not get slaughtered in those kinds of fights I just fought. So, now, I think I can just crush him down with just Queek. This guy just ran, which means he can't run again. And he's going to be tired. So I can attack him. The town has to come out and help. But they're going to be reinforcements if that happens. So that means I can wipe his army out before the town even gets out there. Yeah, I think I can do this with just Queek, and then I can send him back to potentially defend this, and also to start hiring some Plague Monks or other types of helper units that I really need. Okay. I think that's fine. I'm trying to... I want to give him some experience and things, but... My replenishment's pretty low right now, after so many fights. We can hire some more back if we need to in a little bit. I mean, they're only 23 per turn upkeep. Those are fine. These are a little bit more expensive. So that took me back up to 1,000 a turn. Okay, I think we can just do it on our own. Start with the Lizardmen. Oh, I thought they had a yellow line. I was like, what? Are they allied? Now, they better not have another army after this. Not yet, anyways. Okay, I did get ambush. 4 menace is fine. I think I can actually just auto-resolve this. Are y'all cool if I hope you're cool if I auto-resolve this, because I have full health just about on everything. They are very injured. I've already proven that I can go toe-to-toe with these things. Yeah, I have outnumbered them every other time, but... I mean, come on. Level 14 Legendary Lord against a level 1. Most of these aren't even Saurus Warriors. Well, actually, most of them are, but I would crush them. I'm just going to go ahead and auto it. Now, he won't be able to run, I don't think, because he's in march stance. I'm going to hit the food cap, because next fight I'm also going to get more food. So So if I get more than 7 food in the next fight, I'm going to be over the line, so...
Enslave. Queek, master owner. Release slaves.
2% replenishment doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just going cash.
Yes. Queek always.
Why is it... It's like forcing my camera to go over there. So I don't see him get slaughtered. Is that... that what it is?
Mighty warrior champion.
Wait, what? So if I kill him, I can't kill the rest of them this turn? Really? That's all I have movement speed-wise? I guess fine, that makes sense, but... I don't like it. I mean, if I went... The... Wizardmen are the most dangerous ones. I don't care if the Skaven heal up. I mean, I guess that's a thing.
Nothing to do with you. Now.
Okay, I need to just at least get off of their
Scotty, now.
garrison reinforcement range. If they want to come at me, I can beat them, I think.
Please, Riksaktrack.
It is a little annoying because they're going to get one more turn of heal, but they're not healing that much right now. Okay. I mean, if I'm really worried about it, I could send him over to reinforce, but I just don't think so. I mean, I have rat ogres, they don't. Like, I don't see it happening. Now, they're probably over here just spamming Saurus warriors. I don't know who... I'm pretty sure they have all this, too. Yeah, I think it would be foolish not to run back right now. Yeah, they have to be getting bonuses. Like, there's no way anyone on the map is being more aggressive than I am right now, an expansionist. All these places, I mean, this place has 5 settlements. I guess there are some people, but... I just feel like... they're ahead of me on the ritual, all of them. And, wait, who's the other faction? Wizardmen. Oh, I killed the Wizardmen. Or I'm killing them right now. Okay. Oh, it's the other Wizardmen that are right there, though. Anyways, whatever. We'll pass that bridge when we get there. Okay, so we're getting... Public order's kind of becoming a thing here. Why is it so bad? It's because of that provincial instability, though. Well, I also have military presence. I think I'm going to have to get a public order building. Here in a moment. I'll get that at the tier 2. Okay, getting leadership. And all of these buildings are done. Waiting on tier 4. Almost finished our Pox Cauldron. Can't recruit anything yet. Alright, looking good. Okay, they're going back home, which is nice. Get out of here. I could go grab some of these treasures out in the sea while I chill for a second. If it doesn't look like they're coming at me. No, they're just hanging out. Hired another lord. Whatever, man. Bring it on. More the merrier. Oh, sweet. So I can get this guy. It's because I finished another tech. Okay, 3 techs. Definitely carve under tunnels. I need to get ferocious plans soon. How long on that? Okay, 2 turns I can upgrade this and then get to Storm Vermin. I think I just said I have to go public order here. I think I have to get this. There's just no way around it. Yeah, I could do something like get this, but then I'd have to take off this. I just can't do it yet. I mean, eventually, let's see. If I have a lot of food, that gives me 2 public order. I'm about to get a tech that's going to give me 1 more, and then I think Queek has something that gives me like 1 or 2 more. So I can get up to 3, 4, 5 global public order on everything. That's not going to be enough to make up for this. I mean, if I go untainted, though, maybe that'll balance it out. Why is there chaos corruption here? I actually want chaos corruption here, though, because it lowers my overall Skaven corruption. So that's almost as good as having an untainted. In fact, it is. So I do actively want chaos corruption, but... Okay, let's go down here and see if we can get this. Can we run for it? Oh, nice. Sweet! Okay, that's definitely worth my time. I mean, this is only 1,000 gold army, so... You obviously wouldn't want to send a very expensive army to go, like, check out this stuff, but... Might as well, while I'm just... kind of hanging out since they're not posturing that aggressively. I do have to keep a standing army, though. I don't want to dismiss this guy. He also has really good loyalty, so I think with Skaven, you don't... I would imagine you wouldn't want to dismiss and then rehire a lot. Okay, what do we have here? What is their garrison? 7, 10, 25, 26, including 3 lords. How many are fighting lords, though? 1. Only 1 fighting lord. Let's slaughter these old graziers with Queek. He's gonna love it. I don't think they can hang with this. It doesn't look like you ever get any more missile damage, though, which kind of sucks. There's really, like, virtually no point. Maybe they get faster reload speed or something. But it looks like you never get extra missile damage by leveling this up. You only get leadership, melee attack, and defense, which is like, who cares? You don't get more ammo, you don't get more range, you don't get more missile damage. You might get better fire rate. Ooh, now I do stand a chance if I attack someone straight up outside of this to ambush them, but I doubt that's going to happen. Was that another army I just saw over there? I really don't want to use my food. I know I'm being kind of stingy with this food, but I'm about to use 20 of it on this town, probably. I don't want to get, like, completely surrounded, though. Spear infantry is annoying. I guess I'm not going to be too greedy. I'll do 2. I won't max out the credit card. We'll do 2 of them. I do have to keep the rat ogres out of the spears, though. Alright, so we're just gonna run at him. Okay, I do have rally now, too. I don't have any large units, so... It's gonna use 3 just for consistency, just so I get it in my muscle memory as I fight. Let's see if I can get on that hill there. Oh, he's just gonna come at me, huh? He ain't afraid. Get this nice little spot up here if I can. Excuse me. I mean, they're gonna run virtually instantly. Alright, just come over here and set up. Queek should be able to take care of that dude. I need to get everyone else into position now. I'd like to have this hill. I'll go ahead and pop one of these just to slow him down a little bit here. Just to let me get into position a little better. Okay, they're out of there. Let's go. Go kill that ward. Let me go ahead and just shatter these up here if I can before they run. Oh, right here. Hold on. I see a nice gap. Nice juicy gap I can get in. Okay, I'm not gonna get kited the whole map. Jeez. Yeah, that warp fire. Oh my god, dude, that just like completely roasted all of them. Like that volley of warp fire just like won the entire battle. I want to charge in there, but I don't want to get warped. Can tie these guys up. Go ahead and hold. Slaughter them all. I don't want to risk firing at my own people. Yeah, while they're running, just kill them all. They'll come back probably, but crap, I should have taken some over here. These slingers are really annoying, but everything else is pretty doable. Alright, Queek got one of them. Okay, yeah, they're rallying back. Don't let them get on my warp thrower. That's the main thing. And they're gone again. Alright, hold on. I don't want to friendly fire too much. Yeah, whatever. If they want to come back at me, they can. I'll just... I'm not going to wear myself out. I'll just sit here and chill and just catch my breath. And they can run at me again if they want to. Kill them all! Dude, yeah, that warp fire, you saw that, like, as soon as I fired that into the back of some of those clan rats, it broke, like, 3 or 4 of them, and then they all broke. Like, as soon as you start breaking, like, 3 or 4 units, then they all break. It causes a huge leadership when you see people standing right next to you, like, just run away. In the middle of a fight. That's bad. That's bad news for, it's bad for business. Alright. What is this? This old dude was thinking about it. Think again, son. Alright. See, the Stormvermin really... Now, it depends on who they were fighting, obviously. Whom they were fighting. But they really don't get that many more kills than the clan rats do. Obviously, that's not their purpose. They're not supposed to be, like, major kill units, but... There's literally no point in taking on any more food. I mean, this might be the one time on the campaign map you see me just take the eat captives, because there's literally no more food I can possibly hold right now. And, it's only 118 gold, which obviously is not worth it. So I guess we'll eat. I need to use more food. I'm about to use it right now. Okay, that's just a really weak army. We're going to run right at him. Dang it, I want to run them down and kill them, but I guess I just kind of have to let them go. Nice.
Mighty warrior champion.
Now, I don't know if this cancels out the other ones or not. It doesn't say that it does. But if it does, even if it does, I would go for Whip Smart. Because that's Storm Vermin and Clan Rats. Now, Night Runners are good. This for Warp Fire Throwers are good. And this is obviously good for Hell Pit Abominations and Plague Monks. I mean, this is debatable. This would be pretty close also. But you got to go with Whip Smart. Okay. It doesn't look like it's mutually exclusive. So I can get all of these if I want to. And then Standard Die it would be pretty nice in a really tough fight. Okay. That's going to apply to a lot of my Clan Rats now that I hire. They're getting an extra 5 melee attack and 5 leadership, so they're getting pretty decked out. I just need to get this town. I'm really surprised it just didn't straight kill all of them.
Not enough warpstone. No.
Oh, it is gonna force him to fight me though. It's just a Clan Rat, whatever. But and then I need to run up here and just like steamroll these guys before they get any more armies. Auto it. I mean, we just shattered everybody.
Next time. Victory.
What are these guys? These are ranked 6. They need to be ranked 7. So it means they need to be gold chevron before any of that bonus applies to them. Did I get more food? I can't even... Okay. Yeah, so any of that excess food that I acquired before does not apply to this now. I don't really think there's a point in grabbing it at level 3. 2 is fine. I just want a level 2 gold mine. I want the gold mine, and then I want the building that gives me the extra 60% from all buildings. Just one loot and occupy is fine. I still do want to keep this in the massive 80% zone, which I think this will be in the 80% zone, because that's actually really nice to have that growth, especially that leadership in allied places. That's really good.
My might treasures take hold. Feel power of head taker. No, damage taken.
Okay, this isn't the capital. I need to come over here and grab this capital. Make the capital level 2 also in a little bit. Okay, so I got a scribe. He already has a scribe, right? Yeah, he already has one, so we can give one to the other ward. It's fine for him to have warp armor too, I guess. I don't know. I mean, maybe I should give him Queek's armor. I mean, I'd rather honestly have the 20% ward save on Queek though. Actually, World's Edge armor is pretty trash. Let's go. Yeah, let's switch that out. Queek's the one gonna be fighting some really tough stuff, I think. I'm gonna get Storm Vermin eventually. Standard die is pretty nice. That doesn't matter yet. We can get these later. We don't have anything this applies to yet. I mean, I thought I was going to have more level 7s because I've had some of these clan rats since the beginning. But they just don't level up that quick. I don't have all the bonuses to where when I recruit them, they will be level 7. Not yet. Soon enough when I get more tech. So we can get Standard Eye. Pretty nice 1-point wonder. Or we can just go ahead and start. Oh, you have to choose Untainted or Corruptive if you want these. Okay, so that's nice. So it does visually block it out so you can see if it's going to cost you anything. I don't get a lot of gold from looting settlements as it is. It forces me to loot every single time, though. And I did check, that's not for every single faction doesn't loot and occupy. That's specifically Skaven have to loot and occupy if you want to occupy. They can't just occupy. I guess that's to symbolize that, you know, you can't really stop them from looting. Okay, so the choice is, and it's like I said, it's not a lot of extra cash, and that doesn't include sacking. That's just looting. How much? I mean, how much is it? It's like 1,000 maybe every time I do it. I think I'd rather just have better ambush success chance, honestly. Weird as that seems, because there will be times when an ambush, I will need it. Other option would be here. Ambush success chance is very good, and wound time down is very good. And obviously public order everywhere is very good. So maybe I get this first, and then I work. I think that's what I'm going to do. Get that first, and then we work our way over to Quartermaster. So we still have some relatively cheap units. Once you get Quartermaster plus this other thing, that will let you start to field another army. Let's go to Valor Rise to Power. And they're going to start getting heroes that are going to come up and start trying to mess with me too, so. And getting 25 plus 30 here, 55% ambush. Extra ambush power would be good. Okay, and let's take a look here. How good is this gold building? Not as great as it is with other factions. However, it does give you an Untainted as well. Regardless, we're going to get it. I mean, it's a gold building still. It's not as good as it is with other factions. Do I want to keep Untainted or do I want to go for growth? I'm going to get the other one at level 2 anyways. So maybe I go for growth. I don't need it to be a recruitment center because it's only a tier 2 or a 2-tier place, which means I'm going to have to put a public order building in there anyway, so it's not going to be great for growth. I'll see if I could push my way all the way to here and then make this a recruitment. Okay, so we'll do that. So that's fine. Let's just repair it. That'll save us a little bit of money. Well, I'm trying to think. Having the extra replenishment is nice too. I don't need to grow beyond tier 2 though. I really just want the settlement for the tier 2 gold. I guess tier 3 is worth still. Well, is it? Paying 4,000 for an extra 150? I'm not sure even with the Skaven bonus that's worth upgrading. I don't think it is, honestly. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and repair that. That'll be fine. So that's done.
Time to eat leaders.
Okay.
Watch your back, Tile.
Okay, the warp engine's not worth it. I need this right now. Stabilize that public order. I do need to get to clan barracks pretty soon. So as soon as I'm able to get to tier 3, I'm going to pop tier 3, pop this up, and start grabbing those techs. Pox. Is that... It doesn't unlock virulent yet. I need devious plans. Okay. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. We can't do the Doom right yet. We'll do that very soon, so we can get a Doom Engineer. And what do we need to do? This doesn't matter. Let me check out the time here in just a moment. Okay, so someone else is standing here now. Just going on home. Did they get a peace deal or something? That's not good if they don't have anyone else to fight. That means they'll probably try to fight me. Now, people might wonder, well, isn't this stupid of the AI to do this? I explained this in Warhammer 1. The way that it works is they have no town, they have no prayer. Okay, they're out of the game. They have this one Gracier that has 1,000 health. He's not doing anything on the map. But if he gets himself out of the game right now, if he attacks, and then I have some crazy public order problems, and I have a rebellion in this province, he can show up as that rebellion, and he will probably. And then if he retakes a town, then he's able to get back into the game. But he can't do that if he just goes and like hides in a corner or something. Like, he has to be out of the game before he can come back into the game through rebellions. So that's why they suicide like this sometimes. Is because that's their only chance of getting back into the game to win. So logically, that's what they should do. And I've had that happen in other campaigns where a faction that I had destroyed early on, you know, situations change. I get really, like, overextended with my resources. And they have been able to take towns back that I killed them from and become, like, an actual force in the game again that's relevant for a while. You know, I end up killing everything in that. Spoiler alert, Warhammer 1, I was just eventually in a very good position all the campaigns. But that's why they do that. So it's not that the AI is stupid, it's just that's the smart move they would make. So they could potentially get back in the game if I have rebellions here. Just, the AI does make mistakes, but that's not one of them. They're just thinking outside the box. Exterminator.
Stink on command.
I could come over and grab this one, but I need to be around my own territory just in case these guys decide to come at me. I wouldn't mind scouting out Skaven either. I could come take these guys out if I wanted to.
Lord of the Phoenix Court, I will strive to be courteous, but no.
Defender of the state your business quickly. Your
No, they're still fighting him. They just left him alone. They're gonna come at me soon. I don't know when, but I can smell it. I'm gonna try to see if I can clean these up before I go back in there and fight, though. How we look on time? Ah, dang it. Ah, we're way over. I was saying I'd go to an hour, but my phone's dead and it's charging right now. Okay, well, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much And I'll see you next time. Have a good day.